Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be exploring the new Wednesday update. This Wednesday's update brought us some really cool things and new features that I've always wanted for a long time, and the first of that was redecorating your starter horse. Now that one's pretty self-explanatory, and so I won't be going over that, but I will be going over the new photo mode, which is super helpful for creating things like thumbnails and adding to your social media like Instagram or other places that you might post your Star Stable pictures. I'm going to test out some different areas, some different poses, and see how detailed we can get, but first I'm going to start off with the basics on how to use the tool. The hotkey itself is O, which is really simple, and everything freezes, which is super cool. When it freezes, this is really helpful because then from there you can just rotate in the frozen position. And that's honestly a super cool feature, and I think that probably took some really awesome work to get into. But it'll show you the different things that you can do to pan. This lets you move from side to side, up and down. And then to rotate is to go all the way around. And then to zoom, you can zoom in, or you can zoom out. I personally really like zooming in. And this is great so you don't have to zoom in on your editor and it gets more pixelated. Instead here you'll get better pixelation. So the depth of field is so cool. I mean, look at that, guys. Like, that makes it look like miniature. It gives it like super cool depth. And I don't remember having that one this morning when I tried it. But that's awesome. It makes it look kind of miniature, and that's really cool. Then you can change the brightness level, which is just a nice simple setting. You can change the contrast. You can change the saturation, have high saturation or low saturation. You can have the vignette, which is, I don't know what vignette, oh, there we go. It gives you like the clouded sides, which is really cool. And then you could do things like the field of view. So it's not like the zoom, instead it literally like makes it seem as if you're walking away from it, which is still quite awesome. I mean, look at that, guys. That is so cool. And then you can look at the logo. You can get a logo on there. That's awesome for like thumbnails, because honestly, nothing's more helpful than already having a logo on there so you don't have to stick it on every time. And then you can change the filter, and there's a bunch of different filters. You don't have to put a filter on, but there's a lot of different filters, all of which are really nice. And then you can choose how strong you want the filter to be with the filter fade. The best part about this is changing the time of day. This is such an awesome improvement. I really like this. You can change it to nighttime. You can make it sunset time. You can go all the way until morning. You can go to when the sun is coming up. And that's awesome. I think that's such a brilliant idea. I think people are really going to love this and take advantage of it. You could show the UI, which is basically just like the stuff that goes around it, like your character sheets and everything. You can reset the whole thing and look at your pictures already taken. I'm going to take a picture right there. Very simple. Now the great part about this is that you can actually go up into a speed and then press O from there. And it just pauses you. Look at that. Isn't that insane? That's so cool to me. And you just see everything's frozen. Everything. Like, look in the background. There's a literal horse in the background that's frozen. That is like mind-boggling to me. I just love this. It's so cool to see your horse in movement, and it's great if you want to look at the new gaits of a horse, especially for if you're reviewing them. You can review them more in detail. It's also going to be great for like videos and stuff, for if you want it to be in frozen mode, and that's awesome. And so now you could do the same thing that you would have done before with a horse though, and it'll look super duper cool. Just some random editing, and look at that. That's insane to me. That looks so good. And that's so fun to just play around with those different settings and to get some stuff. So now we're going to go other places and play around with these settings and see what types of shots we can get, and I'll explain them as we go along. So I've decided the first place we're going to do is actually Fir Grove and see what comes out of this. So I'll set up in my first area and show you guys my plans for what shots I want to get. So as you may know, this is where my avatar photo is taken with this exact horse and this exact outfit. So I just kind of like this. And so I'm going to try out the mode while jumping, which is going to be interesting. I want to see if this works. First, I just want to get a general... Oh my gosh. It works. Look at that. Whoa. Okay, I love this. I'm officially in love with this. This is so cool. Look at that. My horse is jumping, but it's just frozen. Okay, I love this way more. I was wondering if it would work, and I was like, I don't know if this will work. I want to give it a try. Look at that, my horse is midair, guys. This is gonna give me the most cool shots, like, ever. Okay, so now I'm gonna take pictures around and I will explain the shots separately, so let's get into it. This is one of the first jumping shots I took. I really like this. I think it looks so cool, and now I'm officially addicted to having my horse mid-air and jump, and this one had really good lighting, and it was kind of fun to do it in like the middle of it all. Okay, so this is really cool. This shot is the horse about to take off, and this one was an awesome shot to do. I had to do it a couple times, but I finally got used to it, and it was really nice because it looks super realistic, and I think it'd be a really good thumbnail for a sort of a tag-along to go to cross-country. This shot I actually took on my way to Fort Pinta, and it's basically me just jumping mid-air with my Connemara, and I did change my hair on the way there in case you're wondering. But this shot was super cool because you could just see sort of the picturesque jump of the Connemara, which is something you don't see if you usually try to take just normal screenshots, since you might not catch it at the right time. This one was also on my way to Fort Pinta, and I love this because we're in the middle of a field and my horse just cantering, and it's my favorite speed of the canter, which is sort of the medium pace canter, and it has a lot of momentum to it, and it just looks really nice and picturesque, and I also changed up some of the lighting to make it look a little more realistic. This was the first picture I took with the horse at nighttime, and I was sort of playing around with the angles as well as the time, and you could just see how blue the eyes are and how it sort of matches, which I thought looked really nice. This one was probably one of my favorites. The horse looks very majestic and it looks so cool since it's in water. If this were an actual horse, I wouldn't like the photo because the horse's mouth is gaping open, but it looks kind of nice in the star stable setting. This one was the last of my Connemara, and it was just him diving into the water, which I thought looked really nice. I decided to go into Dew's farm with Daisy, and I thought it looked super cool because she's a draft horse and she's a working horse. And this one was just her cantering sort of through the household area. This was another one of my favorites. This one was so cool. I didn't notice that the draft horses had a rear like this, and it sort of makes her look like she was kind of playing in the stall area, which I thought was super cute and very realistic. This last one of her was also her rearing, and I thought it looked super cool because it looked like she was playing, and I thought that looked really nice, especially in the pasture since it's a more natural setting. So I want to end with a note. Thank you everyone for watching this. I hope you enjoyed this update as much as I did. I'm having a blast with it thus far. And I do have an Instagram on which I post some of these pictures. So make sure to go ahead and check that out, which I will have in my bio. Thank you so much. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and come see me next time. Bye.